What's good, everybody? It's your girl Siobhan with Tensions That Tie Us. This week's show is very special. I'm too excited. I have my best friend in the whole wide world. A lot of you have heard me talk about him. Excuse me, Rashid. How are you?
I'm good, all Gucci, feeling good. Got my water
Oh,
bottle because it's about to get juicy.
it's about to get juicy. Yes, and
Yes,
healthy, but not juicy. Don't. Why would you use the word
juicy
juicy?
mouthed it.
You don't use the word juicy. God, the topic that we're talking about today, you you know where my mind went. Okay, so tell everybody what we're talking about this week.
So we're gonna be talking about men and women's friendships without a sexual relationship or anything like that. And we've
Being
been
just
friends
friends.
since '97. A long time.
That's crazy.
It's been a long time.
That's crazy. A
I
very
said
long time.
29 years. Dang,
Is
that's
it 29?
crazy. I can't count. I can't
Oh
count.
my God.
Wait, I'm off.
29 years.
Yeah, I'm
Are
off.
you wait, don't make us look bad like we can't do math. Let's just
I
say a long
I
time.
might be off. I was like,
We've been friends for a very long time. Rashid is somebody that I have always talked to about relationships, friendships, betrayal, all of that.
right,
We've gone back and forth. Our families are also very close, but it's been a discussion that we've had, right, for a lot of years. No, we've had this discussion often where people have always asked or assumed you and I have been more than just friends. And
right.
I've talked about before trying to explain to people, but almost feeling guilty because I'm trying so hard to explain that it's just a friendship, and they're looking at me with the you two have had sex. I know y'all have
The
done something or
look,
messed around.
the
Right,
look.
right, right. Exactly. So let's get into it. Look, we talk about this all the time. Um, how do you feel about having a friendship with someone
I feel
for
like
so
you
many
should have
years?
recorded my facial regimen. I use the aqua oil base. Get that glow. You got the shine to be fine.
You know what?
I'm promoting.
And the goofiness. You're not getting paid to promote that. You're
Promoting.
not getting paid to promote that.
Hmm.
Seriously, though, do you feel like in relationships you've had to kind of defend our friendship or
Yes, I
what?
feel
Can you
like
tell me?
I used to be one of those dudes that was like, "Oh yeah, you can't. A man and woman can't be friends without no something going on." And so that was like
Right.
my thing when I was, I guess, younger. But then when I was in my relationship and my ex said she had a best friend, male best friend, I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay, that's what's up." And so then she told me they had a sexual relationship in the past, and I was like, "Okay." Since I'm with, you know what I'm saying, you my girl, I'm all about her. I'm trying to be into her, and you know what I'm saying, I'm like, okay, let me try to go into it and figure out, you know what I'm saying, meet the
But they
dude.
had sex. They had sex.
Yeah, they had like a straight up sexual relationship. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna give it a chance and try to meet the dude and
Right.
all of that. So we went out. It was me, her friend, and then her friend had her dude that she just met, and then him. He was there,
Was
and it
it?
was like at this little Jamaican spot. So we was all chilling at the bar, and the girls was
Hmm.
talking, and then me and the dude we just met. So we talking. You know me, I'm meet folks, and I'm like, "What's
Right.
up? What's going on? We
Be
cool."
social.
Very social butterfly. And
Yeah.
so he was at the bar, but he was kind of like distant to himself on the phone, and I was kind of like, "All right." I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to react, so I was kind of like, "All right, this is kind
Yeah.
of different." When I know when I met your previous relationships, I didn't have no issues like that. We always I meet them
Right.
all
Of
and say,
course.
"Hey, what's up?"
Of course.
And I'm
Right.
not, you know what I'm saying? I'm out the way, like
Right.
cool,
It's a different vibe.
right? And so this time it was like a tension that I seen, and then the eye contact was different. I was watching how he looking and moving. I was really focused. Now I was like, now you got me locked in on you.
But wait. So was it eye contact with you or eye contact with her?
It was him looking at her type of stuff, and I was kind of like, okay. I
Oh
just knew I
God.
wasn't gonna be cool with it. I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna be cool with this situation. I was like, nah.
Mm.
But it was like
Were they done?
a learning lesson, lesson learned.
Yeah, I don't think I I probably didn't like her. I'm sitting here thinking I probably did not like her. I know with different relationships you and I have talked about, I know that I'm very protective over you when it comes to relationships. I know we've talked about different things before to where you are a little bit more, actually not a little bit more, you are way more relaxed than me when it
Oh
comes
yeah,
to talking about, well, don't agree. You don't have to agree so quickly with
I am relaxed. I'll be like, all
you
right,
are you're a bit more relaxed, but it has been so many times where different people that we've met, and when they hear me talk about you, they do question, so y'all haven't done anything. And I've said no.
yeah,
So
nothing
y'all
at all.
haven't even tried to, or it just was better for you to be friends. And it gets frustrating because I'm trying so hard to defend it. But at the end of the day, it's like, why is this an issue?
Right.
Why is it an issue? And it's frustrating. I know that I've made posts before about you being my best friend, and there's been comments saying it's been you that's the guilty one about your
Oh,
feelings and your undenying love for me.
oh, I don't think
How do you
it's.
feel? Like what when you see those type of things and when you hear stuff like that, what do you say?
I don't know. I think they would just have to be there to see, hear the conversations and see how we interact. I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
I didn't been around. We didn't been around each other so long. It's like it's not nothing like that. I think like
Right,
we
right.
hug and say like, all
Yeah.
right, bye, I love you. That's it.
But it's more like a sibling. And I
Yeah.
think that's the thing people just don't understand, where they're looking for something more than that. And Rashid has definitely heard about past relationships with me. He has heard the tears, heard me
Oh yeah.
crying, and it's to try to get a male perspective of certain things in the relationships that I've had. I was about to say many relationships, but I haven't had many. I was about to
Many
make me sound like I've
relationships. You
been
had a
out
lot of.
there. Right. And all the hundreds and thousands of relationships that I've had. But you've truly helped me with giving me like the male perspective
Right.
of relationships and trying to understand certain relationships I just didn't understand, and I was so angry with different things because shit, we're human.
Yeah, it's
Feelings
true.
being hurt in relationships, but dealing with our friendship, do you feel like you've ever been given an ultimatum by
Oh,
anybody?
I have sometimes, but not nothing serious. Like it was like for me, it was just a like whatever, you know what I'm saying, relationship. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I seen a future with that person type of thing. But
Right. But I don't ever think to me, it's insecurity then, because
yeah, that's true.
I've been around people that you've dated, and there's never been any situation to try to make them feel uncomfortable. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? It's never been that situation, and vice versa. It's never been a situation with, like you said,
Oh yeah.
where a person is kind of looking and it's like, okay, yeah, well, he's acting funny, so I know they've probably
Right.
done something, and I don't understand it. But men and women can be friends without sex. It can just be a friendship. And
Yeah.
it's not to where if you're in a relationship and you're second guessing and you looking, when people say you go looking for stuff, you're going to end up finding some things that you didn't want to know about. But it's never
Oh
been
yeah.
that way with you and
Yeah, I feel like
you
all
know.
your relationships that I didn't met or the guys that I met, I feel like
Mhm.
about we've been cool, and I'll be like, oh, okay, that's what's up, and I'm out the way. I'm
Right.
not hitting you up while you with your dude or something. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not like, hey, well, I gotta talk to you right
Yeah.
now. Like, there's nothing like that.
Right.
It's like you hit me up when you know what I'm saying. You can talk, and if you can't talk, cool. I think you was in Seattle one time, and you was like on a trip with your guy, and like we talked, but it wasn't
Yeah.
an issue. It was no drama. Like
Right.
oh, he's right here. Why you on the phone with
Right,
him?
right.
Like, it was nothing like that. It's never been
Where
anything
I'm
like that or
whispering.
situation. Yeah, nothing crazy. And why we even
I
lived
think
at y'all doggone house? He was like,
right,
I'm like, I'll be
right.
on the couch. Y'all on this couch watching Tyler Perry. I'm like,
Watching alternate. I think you have to be comfortable too within yourself, you know. But it truly is a brother sister relationship. Um, I feel like anybody who has pride or looking to see if it's something more, there's an issue
right,
with yourself. I
that's true.
feel, my opinion, there's an issue with yourself of insecurity, maybe, and trusting. And I'm not about to sit here and say I don't have trust issues on certain things because, damn it, you know, relationships that I've been in.
Oh yeah, I remember you said that one of the guys was like, oh yeah, remember you said y'all did something, and I was like, what? That was crazy. I'm like, I remember
And I
you brought
mean,
that
but
up, and
was
I was
so
like,
adamant.
when did he say that?
Yeah,
Like, I didn't even know about that till I guess this was afterwards. I was
after it
like, I
was
didn't even know
done.
he felt that like that or was
He
thinking
made
something
a
like that.
comment talking about, well, you sat up here and told me that you and Rashid did something. And I was like, and you a damn lie, because you know good and well nothing like that has ever come out of my mouth. There's no reason for, and plus
Right,
I'm grown.
right, grown folks.
I'm grown. And if I had, and you asked the question, because I'm not just going to volunteer, oh yeah, I've had sex with this person and I've done this.
Right.
But I'm grown and I don't have a reason to lie about anything like that. And what
Hmm.
what she has going on down there
Oh no.
to tell anybody, that's, and yeah, but you know that relationship was with my ex, that's latest. So it just,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was a situation, I guess. One of those
Rashid, let me tell you,
situations.
the stories, what's crazy and what's a beautiful thing about having a male best friend is that you and I have truly been on the phone for like 4 or 5 hours at a time,
Oh yeah,
laughing,
rolling.
talking, cracking up, talking about different relationships that we've been in,
Yeah.
but also going through. It's so crazy. I'll bring up one of my exes and just a situationship of lies, and being in a relationship with somebody like that will have you insecure,
Right.
and it's like, how do you go from being confident in a relationship and then deal with somebody that's clearly talking to somebody else? But I think we want things so bad to work sometimes, where you try to look past
Right.
certain things, where you know for sure it's not a good situation, but because you care about this person, or you want it to work so bad, you try to look past certain things when you know they're not truthful and you know they're lying. And I talked to you about that several times, and it seemed like it was just a and there's things that I knew that that ex didn't even know that I knew, and it was a lot. But from a male perspective view, do you honestly think you would be able, and this is me speaking to you as just a male, let's just say we didn't know each other, let's say we didn't, knowing that somebody truly cares for you and feelings are so deep, would you string a person along for years, basically like wanting your cake and eat it too, knowing the situation I was in? How would you play those cards? And this is me not telling everybody, okay, all my business out there, but Rashid does know. So, but from the situation that I was in, like, what do you give me your perspective of that? I don't think I've ever asked you that. Like, what was your
I know.
perspective
I'm
of?
like, dang, I don't even know. I feel like, well, with that situation, it was, yeah. I guess I don't know if I would do the same thing. I mean, I guess
Or what do you?
I
Well,
probably
maybe
would
not do the
if
same
I
thing.
had
What do you?
if I was comfortable with this chick, and I'm like, well, and I got this situation going. I'm like, I mean, I probably would. I don't know. I probably would. No, I'm just. You said you was a male. Male to male.
Ah,
No, I would
okay, so me as your best friend, me as your sister, what were your, because I don't think I've ever asked you this. What was your honest opinion without
oh,
of that whole
I
situation?
see what you're saying. I feel like when that was going down, it was like we were saying, it was kind of like where you're gonna do what you're gonna do. And I'm just kind of like, all right. Unless it was like something, you know what I'm saying, where I was like, okay, this is really messed up. You need to leave that alone. I never said that. I was always like
No,
listening
you
to what
never said
happened.
that.
And I'm like, you know what? You got to go through your experience in your relationship. So this is what you got to do. I can just sit there and go, well, I can't deal with that. But I never talk bad. I'll think about that situation. I was always kind of like, that is
No,
kind of messed
you
up.
didn't.
And then we'll, you know what I'm saying, clown on a certain situation and laugh about stuff. And that was about it. I
Yeah,
don't feel like I ever was like, nah, you gotta leave that alone and keep it pushing. I never
yeah.
said that. I was kind of like, well, she gotta go through the situation and figure it out on her own. And I've been saying y'all was together for a long time. Like, shoot, it was some years. So I'm like, she gotta
So let me
figure that
tell you
out.
something.
She gotta figure that out.
That's- And sometimes it takes a minute, but you know what's so crazy is that when you're in a relationship that is toxic, you know, when one person is thinking longevity and committed and thinking that it is all things, and it's really not. Like a couple of my girlfriends were like, oh, he's so nice and this and that, and in my mind I was like, bitch.
Uh-uh.
In my
You don't
head,
know.
you just don't know. You
Damn.
tend to tolerate things that you normally would not. Like, you know, my temperament
Yeah.
with guys throughout the years. I've been like, "Ah, I'm not about to mess with you.
Uh-uh.
I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want to deal with you. No, thank you. I'm good. Thank you." Friends of yours has been like, yo, she been, no, thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. You
Damn.
know, it's been, but so I'm gonna ask you this. Do you think that was a healthy relationship for me? I'm asking you questions that I've never.
Dang. Um, I mean, when it's, I feel like it was a relationship though. It was, you're gonna go through your
You
ups
can't
and
answer
your
like that.
downs. You're gonna be on a roller coaster in any relationship. You're gonna have your good times, you're gonna have your bad times. And
It
you're
was a
gonna deal with what
daggone
you want
roller
to deal
coaster of
with.
the joy.
That's how I look at it. Because I'm
You're
like,
not answering the question.
I feel like it was, I mean, so that's why I'm saying it's kind of hard for me to say, oh yeah. I mean, I would say, yeah, it was a good relationship. You have to learn. It's a learning experience. I feel like every relationship is a
Rasheed.
learning experience. That's like,
Rasheed.
it's gonna be good, it's gonna be bad, it's gonna be toxic, it's gonna be healthy, it's not gonna be, I feel like you're learning that person you're into, and so you're trying to figure out how to make it happen, make it work. And so I think that's what it was, is you was trying to make it work, and he was doing, you know what I'm saying, what he's doing to try to make it work or whatever. And that's what it was. I feel like that was just the relationship I went through. So when people say, "Oh, this was a toxic this and that," but I'm like, "Well, why was you still into it if it was so bad?" You know what I'm saying? Like when you're in it,
True.
I'm not thinking I'm in a toxic situation. If like my last relationship was what it was, but I wasn't in there going, "Oh man, this is so bad. I should probably leave
Yeah,
this
true.
alone." Like I was like, "No, I'm just trying to make this work. Oh, I'm gonna try to do this."
Yeah.
Oh,
And
so
that's true.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So everybody's relationship is their relationship. So I feel like if they're into it and they're trying to make it work, if maybe one sided or two sided, it's still a roller coaster. It's still going up and down. Like I always say, relationships is like scales. It's up one day, it's down. We're on the same level. You know what I'm saying? Like the scale where they,
Yeah.
I feel like that. I'd be like, oh, it's up. Oh, okay, she up today. I'm up tomorrow. We both on the same page eventually.
Yeah.
Like we gonna
I
figure it
mean,
out.
and I guess I could look at it like that, but
That's how I look at it.
at
I
the,
wouldn't say like, oh, it
yeah.
was a toxic relationship all the way around. Cause I'm like, I don't feel like it was always like that. I mean, afterwards you can kind of look at it and go, oh well, I won't go through this again. I won't do this again.
Okay, true.
But
Okay, I could definitely say that. I know that that's something that I will. not go through or will
Right.
not tolerate
Right.
ever again.
It's like a
That's
life
something because you know how
lesson.
some
Like,
people
ooh, I'm
say,
not doing that.
right?
Like, I
Because
see
you know
you
how some
doing
people
this
will
right
say,
now. Mm.
right. But see, that's what I was thinking. You know, you go through a relationship that is okay, I won't use the word toxic, but you go through a relationship like that where it's like, yo, I would have never tolerated this.
Right.
What happened to me?
Yeah.
It's almost like you lose yourself to a certain
That's what a
extent.
lot
You know what I'm saying?
of nowadays is. I feel like everybody is putting that, oh, this is toxic. He toxic. He this. I'll be like, oh, that's a red flag. I'll be looking like, well, just leave that shit alone. Like, keep it pushing. Like, why
Yeah.
you gotta sit there and deal with certain, or you gonna ride it out and see, let me see if this might work. I mean, he ain't all the way
But it's hard to
100%.
it's hard, but when it's blatant lying though all of the time, when it's just lying all of the time, it's like when does it stop? Because
Yeah.
you're grown. So when does it become why you lying at 50 something? Why you lying at, 40 something? What is it?
Oh, I see what
That's
you're saying.
I want my cake and eat it too.
Yeah, that's basically what that is. That's exactly what that is.
That's what it is.
I mean, yeah, I can. I guess everybody goes
I
through
need you to
different
be on my
stages
side with
of
it.
life too, because I feel like I've been in my stage where I'm like, yeah, I want my cake and eat it too. Then I'm in my stage where I'm like, I want my woman all for me. I'm in different
Right,
phases
right.
of relationships and situations too, and so I feel like
Yeah,
that's why I
true.
was comparing. I would compare our friendship to other friendships and be looking like, well, what about? And I'm looking like, well, what I got? So it brings into those situations like that too when I kind of start analyzing things, I guess, more
Yeah,
when I'm in that
right,
relationship. I'm
right.
like, oh, now I'm analyzing this more. I'm looking at this more just from
Well,
past
see,
situations and
with
of our friendship.
You being a Gemini,
Oh yeah.
you are
Oh
you
yeah.
are very social, you
Yeah.
know. I'm a Libra. We are two peas in a pod. But when it comes to being social and having, I'm more so on a I'm good, thank you. And you
Right.
you have always been the type that has gone out and I know you love to dance and do all of that
Oh
with
yeah.
relationships and meeting people. Our personalities, I think, are very different.
Yeah, that's true.
We're a lot alike on a lot of things, but our personalities are very different to where I know in your mind, you start analyzing different things
Right.
and thinking about and so with me when I say I feel like I'm a little bit more protective over you when you're in relationships because the minute you tell me something that rubs me the wrong way in a relationship that
Right.
you've been in, I'm just like, oh, you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to
Violence.
come snatch somebody up and it's I could say the way you look at different things and analyzing things, that is healthy to do. I'm more of I'm a bippity bop you real quick and then I might sit back and think about I could have probably handled that a little differently.
That's true. I
You
never had
know
to
what I'm
say,
saying?
"Oh, we're about to run up on this." You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been in a situation where you had an issue
Yeah.
with somebody like that. Well, like, oh, we got to run up on this. Like it wasn't never like that. So
Yeah.
everybody was like, that's why I say what I was saying. Like it's not really like a toxic relationship until you analyze it afterwards and see what you went through. Because I really wasn't in your relationship like that. I was just listening and going, "Oh,
You
okay,
would hear what I would say and what we were
yeah."
going through.
I've never was like, you need to leave that. I don't think I've ever said that in no situation
No.
that you was in. It was always like, well, I see what's going on. I wouldn't talk
Hmm.
bad about
Now me
him.
on the other hand, I'm like, no,
Yeah, I never
no.
talked bad about him, and I never was like, oh, well, he probably doing this. I never was on that level. I think with none of the situations that you
Yeah.
was in. It was always kind of
Yeah.
like, well, this is what happened. Da-da-da. I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, that's messed up.
I've never reached out to any of your exes or anything, but I know that when you and I have talked about certain things, I've just been like, you need to just leave that person alone. You need
Right.
to you need to go separate and
And
you need
then
and that's
I'm like in the zone of no, I'm not. I'm gonna work it out. I'm gonna get past it. I'm about to figure this out.
that's exactly what you do.
I was jealous. I was jealous of whoever. So something like that was going
But
on.
that's a learning to experience, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Of knowing that. But when you say you were jealous of a situation, is that
Oh yeah.
because they've given you reasons to be that way though?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the times I would be like, I don't know. I wouldn't normally like all I feel like I was really what they say, you love hard. I think I was in
Love.
that,
Yeah.
oh, I was loving
Yeah.
hard mode or something. I don't know,
You
different.
look past certain things. That's basically what we've talked about. You tend to tolerate a lot more than you would from the next. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I think though with being in a relationship and now that I'm out of that situation today, I sit back and I'm like, I can't believe I went through that.
Dang.
I can't believe and it was one of my siblings that were like, don't say you wasted time.
Right.
Because in my mind, I was like, yo, I wasted
Right.
so much time.
You're putting all the
And
bad stuff together and going,
yeah,
you forget about all the good stuff. You be like, all this good we was doing, but that's out the
right.
window.
But there were so many lies too. And I had to make sure, how can I word this? I had to make sure it wasn't coming from a place of hate. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Because you sit back and it's like, yo, you're a liar and you're
Dang.
not a truthful person. You're not a truthful person at all. And, but when a person flips it to make it seem like you losing it and like I'm going crazy,
Oh,
you know
okay.
what I'm saying? And that's a lot of times what used to happen to where, and I was about to say a lot of men do that, but men and female do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To make it seem like you're the one going crazy and you're the one bugging, you the one tripping. They don't know what you're talking about. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm not losing it. I'm not going crazy. I got proof. But you don't want to be sitting around like you Inspector Gadget, because when you go looking for something, everybody knows
Yeah.
you will find it.
They gonna know. They'll be like, hold up,
Right,
here it
right.
is.
So I had to change my mindset because your girl was saying, I've wasted all of this time being with this this
Waiting to
Negro that
exhale.
ain't worth a damn. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like you said earlier, I made that choice and I chose to stay because in your mind, you're like, okay, maybe this will work if I just calm down. Maybe things will change because he is telling me he no longer wants to be in this situation and
Right.
he's saying this and he's saying that. But then I guess, like you said, I got to take it as a lesson
Yeah.
but it hurts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm past it now, everybody. I'm definitely past. But you think about wasted time that you could never get back.
That's true. I feel like it goes into your next or future relationship too. It's like, okay, I don't wanna taint my
Oh
future
yeah,
relationship because of what this past situation was. I feel like that a lot of that stems from whatever that happened. You're gonna be looking like, oh, well,
yeah.
you can't put all that on the next relationship. I've heard
The
somebody
next
say that or
person.
something, and I was like, oh, it makes sense. But
And that's true.
yeah,
That's true because you'll be giving the new person or whoever it is you decide to move forward with, they already have exes against them before y'all even start getting into
yeah,
the
it's gonna
meat of
be
the relationship, and that's unfair.
that's true.
Okay. Do you feel like you're that way?
I think yeah,
You like the way I
I
flipped
think
that
I
on you?
am kind of like that. I mean, but now I'm more of I'm single, I'm chilling. I'm not really looking for nothing like that. But if I was, or if I
Okay.
did meet somebody and I was like, damn, she's cool, I wouldn't put none of that on her. I'd be like, all
You
right.
wouldn't.
I don't think I would. I think I
Okay.
would be going into it, you know me, kind of like brand new.
Fresh.
I'm about to just see what's going on with this relationship. And if I was to do that, but I don't know. I
But
don't
the
know. I have to
minute
see.
you see signs, you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
bitch, I knew. You know?
As soon as, whoa, something's off.
Right. Right, right. No.
Yeah.
And I mean that's something that, I definitely think about. I have traveled lightly on looking at relationships now and moving forward with anybody. But it's because I'm just chilling and I'm having a good time, and it feels good not to have to question or think something else. And that comes down to with,
Well,
are you fully healed?
that's true too. I feel like it takes time to get to those levels of, oh, okay, I'm trusting this situation. But I feel like I also have to go into it with a trusting attitude anyway. Like I said,
Right,
with
right,
my situation, I was kind of going into it like, okay, I understand y'all had the sexual past. Let me try it out. Let me see if I can, you know what I'm saying, get along with this dude and be cool. And that was
right.
tough for me. Like, cause me, I'm automatic, you know me, I'm like, yep,
No,
ain't gonna work. And
no.
then I was way different with the situation where I was like, oh, okay, let me embrace this. Let me
You
go
tried.
into
You
it.
did
Let
try.
me try.
But you were comparing it to you were comparing it to the two of us.
Right. I'm automatic compared. I'm gonna be like, hold up, but we ain't never did nothing like that. We ain't never ain't even kissed or none of that. No
Yeah.
intimate nothing. So I'm like, I'm trying to understand where their mindset is. Cause I'm like, how is this your friend? See, then I start breaking it down to my situation.
Me and in my
And I'm like,
situation,
well,
my
how
best
did
friend
y'all
and I
get to
ain't
this
never
level?
done this.
Right. How did y'all get over here to that? We don't do that. And I'm like, I'm confused. So for me, that was
Said he was acting funny though. That was the whole.
yeah, the start of it, it was just kind of like I was like, I wasn't I wasn't feeling that. I was kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
this is kind of weird. But
So did y'all ever talk? Did you and him ever have a discussion?
not really. I don't think he
Oh,
wanted to
so it
have nothing
just
to do with me like that. I mean, it would be cool,
oh
but
damn.
I mean, it is what it was.
Yeah.
But I felt like he didn't really want to have nothing to do with me, like as far as that
Okay, so he
went.
was just different.
And then I compared certain things too, like how, like, say you was coming in town and you was like, oh, I'm about to fly in or whatever. I'm like, cool, we
Hmm.
gonna come and get you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta worry about that. We got you. Da, da, da. And then I would look at my ex situation and be like, well, hold up, you got this best friend and nobody can come get you from this and that. What? That don't make no sense. I'm like, what kind of best friend you got?
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at it like
Right.
I'm going into it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm really looking like I don't understand
Yeah.
what kind of friendship y'all got. I don't get it.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like,
Because there's no awkwardness with you and I, and
no,
and so
as
yeah,
you can
that
meet
is
whoever
understandable.
I'm dealing with right now. I'll be
Yeah.
like, hey, this is Steph. Oh yeah, like I told you,
Yeah.
the chick I was messing with in LA, she was like, oh, you could call Stephanie. Da, da, da. I'm like, Stephanie is on the other side of the globe, like of the USA. I'm
Right. Right.
like
Doing the
she
most.
has nothing to do with what's going on right here in LA, and she wouldn't even have a problem
Mm.
with nothing's going on. It was like, what are you talking about?
Right. Right.
So that was kind of
That's
like a situation I knew I wasn't gonna be able to deal with. That's why when you said that, I
right.
was like, that was a situation that was temporary. I just knew that was not gonna work. It wasn't going nowhere
Yeah.
as far as a relationship would have been.
A
Because I was
future.
like, dang, you jealous of the moon, like of somebody you ain't even met. Like to me, that's crazy.
Right.
I'm like, I can see if you met and y'all didn't get along. I'd be like, okay, well they don't get along. I'm gonna keep you. You know what I'm saying? Keep the distance on it. But you were never nowhere in the vicinity. So it was
Yeah.
kind of like, what do you have an issue with? I was like, I can't deal with somebody like that because I
Yeah.
was
To
like,
be
it didn't
constantly,
make sense.
constantly making comments, and then who just pops up when you could call Steph? Like, seriously,
Right.
what are we doing?
Steph. I'm like, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
This ain't gonna work.
That's crazy.
I was like, yeah, that's I was like, this don't make no sense.
So
But
do you feel like you've grown? Because, you know, when we were younger, shit, in our teens down to 20s, you know, 20s was popping. We were popping
the
in our 20s. It
20s,
was
yeah,
yo, between the clubs, we were having a ball. Um, do you feel like you got all of that error out of you? And like now you're like, okay, I'm in my 40s, you know, I'm good.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like I be trying to relive my 20s or something. Like I'm trying to bring it back.
What?
Then my leg be hurting. I'm like, damn, I still got to move. Wait, my back acting a little funny, something like that. But no, I still try to be
It's
young
good.
at heart. So in my mind, I feel like I still need to be moving around and
Out
doing
there in
what
those
I
streets,
do, type of
out in
stuff.
the streets, or just moving around. But moving around how?
Oh, as far as like meeting chicks, oh yeah, I'm still trying to meet chicks. I'll be meeting chicks
Mm.
like regardless. I don't know. It's just my
You're too
dad's tell
damn
you it's
friendly.
the curse we got. I say, oh, that's what it is.
You,
But I still
you,
meet chicks regardless. So that's gonna happen.
Mhm.
But
so no, you haven't slowed down from your 20s. It's just you just out there.
I haven't really slowed down. I just kind of be like,
Why you took the old man deep breath just a minute?
I'm just I'm just single and mingling. I'm single and mingling. I'm trying to see who I like. That's what it is. I'm a seasoned vet trying to see who I like.
Is that what it
Who
is,
am I gonna
Rashid?
run into and we might click? I don't know. But
Well,
that's what I'm
I'm
doing.
on a pause button.
That's
I'm
what
on a
I'm
pause button. It's okay to be on a pause button too,
That's true too. That's true. I'm like, that's
but
all good.
you're not on a
I'm
pause
not
button
on a
though.
pause, but I'm 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 in Dallas now too, so I'm trying to
Um,
see what's going on
well,
in this city.
in those Dallas streets.
Well, who's in Dallas that I haven't met? New.
Oh God,
I'm
yes,
pretty
because
sure I'm
when
gonna
I
meet
tell you,
somebody fun.
and the way you said it, you sounded so guilty. Meet somebody fun. Y'all, my friend is friendly.
Off the charts.
My friend
Off
is
the
friendly.
charts.
You're very friendly. You've always been very friendly. What did people tell me? I got what do they call it? The resting bitch face syndrome.
Uh,
Is that what it's
just like there. This
I'm
is it.
not just walking around cheesing and smiling at everybody at the same time, though. If you approach
Yeah.
me the correct way, I'm like, hello. I tried. I'm working on
That.
my people skills, y'all. I'm working diligently on the people skills, but I'm not gonna say on a break, but I'm on a break. I'm not looking for anything or anybody, but if something comes along, then you know,
You're
it
on
is
a
what it is. But
spiritual awakening journey. That's what it is.
no, it's really a spiritual awakening journey, but
Yeah.
it's just feeling good about everything. And I'm in no way, shape, or form like feeling bad, but just I'm comfortable where I'm at. I
That's
do
good.
believe it's not healthy to stay and just I'm comfortable, you
Right.
know. But as of right now, I'm good. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not looking for anything. But let me tell you something. If something come around and I'm like, oh, you know, I'm gonna call you and just be like, well, shit.
She gonna be like,
Ooh,
you found it. You found
let me tell you.
your new friend.
I found me a new friend. Yes, yes.
That's what's up.
It'd be my special friend, you know. But um, you know, I did want to just it was important for me to get you on here. I consider you my brother.
Well, yeah.
And just talk to you and clear the air. We've never had sex. We've never been intimate. Have I
So,
kissed Rashid on his cheek? You know,
I
when I've
actually
seen
brung
him at
that up before too. I've said that I was like most of the chicks that I've like had like relationships or sexual relationship with, I have not even in contact with like that. Like I was telling my friend, I'm like, what am I gonna talk about with this chick? Like, remember I had you been over the balcony? Like, what am I gonna talk about? Like, and then if she in a relationship with somebody, oh, this is somebody that I've been cool with, and we was kicking it. And what else
But I believe
can
you can
we
still be
say?
friends, though.
I
That's a
mean,
different perspective.
like they said, if it's like a business aspect and I'm trying to make some money with this chick and we was cool and we had our fling or whatever, I'd be like,
Mhm.
I could kind of see that now. But back in my heyday, I was like, no, I don't see that happening. I like even now I don't
We did
really,
what we did.
yeah, I don't be in contact with a chick like that I had a fling with or something like that. None of them.
That's
Like,
crazy. You
yeah,
said, "What are we going to
except,
talk
you know
about?
what I'm
Me
saying?
having you bent over? What is that?"
Yeah, I'm like, what are you gonna reminisce about? Like, well, what we gonna talk about? And
You
you
were
and
good.
and
You
then if
were
she
good.
in a relationship, it's not really gonna work. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be around. He not gonna want me to be around. Probably he gonna be like, "Whoa,
You think you'll be flirtatious?
you know what's crazy? I don't know. I feel like it depends on how good she was looking. I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't disrespect somebody in their relationship,
Like blatantly
but
in their
I'm
face.
like if I
Well,
ran into a chick that I used to kick it with and she was looking good, yeah, I'm gonna be flirtatious.
see, I know
And
you
she
and your
probably
eye
will.
contact. I know you and your eye contact with females. When you see, you be like, "Damn, shit." I know.
I feel
I've seen
like
it.
and then it's a like you said, it's a two-way thing. So I feel like if the females being flirtatious too, because females be flirtatious like a big dog, like they
They
be
do.
on it. So I'm like,
They do.
yeah. So I feel like if it's
You
a
would give
mutual
the action back.
flirtation, we good, we Gucci, we gonna make it happen. But
Good if she's in a
oh, I
relationship.
mean, if she's in that situation, I wouldn't even be trying to pursue all that. I would just be like, okay, you got your thing going on. Hit me up
Right,
when you're done. You know what I'm saying? When you pass that,
right,
let's holla.
right.
It's like I'm matured in that aspect. I guess I have matured
Oh,
somewhat.
you didn't care before? You didn't care?
Before I
Is
probably
that what
wouldn't
you
care.
just admitted?
Be like,
Oh,
nah, 20s, 30s. No, I probably wouldn't have
you didn't
cared. I'd
even
be
give a
like,
damn.
nah, it's cool. But
I'm gonna just go ahead and smash that real quick, and I'm gonna holler at you when I holler at you.
that happened to me in Dallas one time when I came and I ran into this chick I knew. She was like, hit me up. I was like, dang, send me
And you hit her up.
pictures, video. I
Where's
was like, whoa,
she?
what's going on? Crazy.
And did you hit her up?
I think we was saying what's up, but I didn't follow through there. I didn't go over there. But
Okay,
we
well,
was
that's good.
definitely, I was chill. I mean, I don't know if she was in a relationship or not like that, but I wasn't.
Okay,
I
I'm
wasn't
sure
in a
that wasn't a
relationship.
question.
Yeah.
Well, see, these are things, guys, Rashid and I talk about our relationships. We compare different things. And this is really, we talk about a whole bunch of other stuff and not to get graphic.
Everything.
We talk about everything. And we laugh. We talk about our experiences and certain things and,
Yeah.
um, we sit on the phone and just have a ball. So it was something that I really wanted to talk about. And because a lot of people that don't know the meaning of my relationship with him and his relationship with me, you're going to have your own opinion. And some people will still be like, they lying, they had sex. Some people will still be like that. But
We ain't did none of that. Like I said, I
we
haven't been
haven't
in
had any.
contact with nobody that I didn't have sex with. I mean, unless I have been in contact with them, but you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not like
And but like,
a
it's
ongoing
never been that
thing.
way.
Like we're
Right.
not.
It's never
Oh,
been
we
that
might
way.
not be compatible, like friendship
Yeah.
wise. So I don't know. I
Right.
never. I haven't
Right.
experienced that.
Right. Right. Well, no, and it's different for me because people that I have been intimate with, I speak to them. It's nothing, and I guess it's different. I'm not going to say between men and women because I know some females that have dealt with guys and they don't talk to them anymore. And they're like, girl, that was then. I don't talk to them no more.
Yeah.
And there are dudes that I've been with and we're cool. It's like,
Oh
hey, what's
yeah, you
how
do
you
have
doing?
like friends that you was cool with.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah. And it's nothing more than just friendship.
Unless they trying to come see you though, they be like,
Yeah,
hey, they gonna get that
yeah.
hotel or something. They like, well, you can fall
Friends.
through. Right.
Friends. And but yeah, this was something that I really wanted to talk about, and I do truly believe men and women can have a genuine relationship. I met Rashid, I believe I was 15, either 15 going on 16, 16 going on, I don't remember when it was. We were on
Yeah.
a school bus going to summer school though.
School bus. Yep.
Yes. We
Back
were
in the
on a
day.
school bus going to summer school. Yes. And do you remember the conversation and the bet that we made, the promise that we made?
I don't even remember. I'm like, that straight dementia.
Yeah, don't say that. Don't put that on.
Alzheimer's.
We were so
Alzheimer's.
young and so goofy, but I was like, "You're gonna be my best friend forever," just because we were riding the bus every day. I was like, "You're gonna be my best friend forever," and both of us hadn't had our experience yet, and I was like, "We're gonna have to talk and tell each other our experiences."
Off the
And
chain.
and do you remember that? I was like, "We're supposed to tell each other whenever we do meet somebody, and we do that."
I'm all
And
like,
the
I
next
don't
time I
even
saw
know
your,
this. I've
you
been
don't remember
forgetting a
that?
lot of stuff lately. I don't know what's
I
wrong.
need you to get it together. You are supposed to be my damn best friend. You're
I'm
supposed
like,
to remember this part of the discussion.
when was this? When
We
was
talked about it, but when I seen your ass again, you were like, "Oh yeah,
this?
I
Dang.
You were like, "Yeah, I'm past that. That's yeah,
That was
been
a
doing it."
while ago. Yeah, that was a while ago. That was a while ago.
Yeah,
That's back
yeah.
in the day.
And I'm like,
Yeah, I think I was like, oh yeah, I was probably all over
you you were,
having
you were.
experiences.
Yes. I want to share one story before we close. And I don't know if you remember this story. This is without me dropping any names or anything, but we were in high school and it was a big party. And without dropping any locations, but it was a party with a bunch of guys and a bunch of females. And it was all I'm gonna say is the party, it was going to go down. But I was like, yo, I didn't get invited to this party and I didn't know why I hadn't gotten an invitation to this
I'm
party and I
like,
was
which
feeling left out. I I was feeling left out and I reached out to you and I was like, yo, how you gonna have a party or how is there gonna be a party and I can't be invited? I don't know why you didn't invite me.
oh, was
And
this
you were
with my
like,
friend?
this was a party
I'm all
that I don't know, you may have thrown or whatever.
my homie was the I think
It was
it might
it
have
was
been
a
one of
party.
mine. Okay.
It was a party, and I was like, "So how you just gonna have a party and you don't invite me?" I've been hearing people talk about it, and you were like, "You can't come to this party." And I was like, "I can't come to the party. Everybody talking about coming." You
Yeah.
was like, "No, you can't come to this party." And I was like, "Well, what's going on?" But I had kept talking to you about this party, and you were like, "Steph,
That.
it ain't that type of party." And I was
Oh,
like, "What? Do you remember that?
that's like
Do you?
way back.
Do you?"
I don't
It's
know.
way back. You were like,
I
"You don't
don't
need to
remember.
be
I'm
at
trying to
this
remember
party."
who was at this party. I'm like, who was in there?
I'm not gonna name it. We're gonna have to talk about it
Yeah, because I'm like,
off
hold up.
camera.
This
We're
was
gonna have to
my
talk about it
friend,
off camera.
my homie,
This was friends. It was people from
who
school.
probably was like, I was probably like, nah, you don't want to go over here.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I
But I
think,
was feeling so left
okay, I
out.
think I
And then
get
he told me afterwards the party and the participants and all of the
it.
participation that was going on.
I think I do
And
remember this party now. I'm like, okay, I think I
when he
remember.
finally told me, I was very thankful I was not at that party because he was like, "No, you were not invited." 'Cause I thought it was just a regular party, but
Yeah,
turns out it wasn't that type of party. But
he was so
he
cool though.
clarified,
One of the
huh?
coolest. One of the coolest
One of the
cats.
coolest. You know what? Well, it wasn't that type of party, and apparently there were a lot of activities going on at this party that I probably would have been very uncomfortable with, and I'm just thankful.
My goodness.
Thankful I wasn't at this party, but for
Off
a
the
minute I was
charts.
feeling left out. But Rashid let me know, God damn it, you can't come to this party. He finally let me know. I was like, stop asking. Because it's not a situation that you need to be in. I would
Off the
just
chain.
please. So me being slow at the time, I did understand afterwards what it was.
Dang.
But all it is to say, I appreciate the friendship that we've had. I
Oh yeah.
love you, love you, love you so much. And
Nothing
I
but
thank you for
love.
the advice. I thank you for the advice. I thank you for the ear and everything. And guys, we are truly just friends. No
Basically,
sex, and it
been
can
for a long
happen,
time.
right, for
Long
a very
time.
long time.
My
And it is something
sister.
that can be done. Right. And it's something that can be done. So, I think for anybody that says you can't have a relationship with the opposite sex without something intimate, I think it's small minded. I really do, because
Yeah.
it is something that can happen. And it is what it is. I'm
Yeah.
very lucky to have you in my life, the brother that I, you know, have needed and everything throughout a male's perspective. Well, to have a male perspective of certain situations that I may not have understood, you've given that to me, and I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I just love you, and you're stuck with me forever.
It's game over. Game over.
Exactly. And guys, I thank you so much for listening to
All
another
right, ciao.
episode of Tensions That Tie Us, and we will see you on the next. Peace.
Chip.